Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Grace Agilore, your one and only fine dime, chocolate spread. That's me. Okay. So I just wanted to sort of like do this quick video. Angel Grace hair, thank you very much for this collab. What actually happened is I had the wig on my head and it's been really hot, so it's melted off. Okay, so I did actually get it installed, but it melted off. But I just tried to see if I can glue something down on this side a little bit, just to rise it up. I've just been seeing the half up, half down type of thing. Some, I've seen all over the social, Kim Kardashian is doing it, everybody's doing it. I don't know whether this week is going to hold it up, but I'm going to make our attempts. We're going to see how it is, okay? So I'll use this, a little bit of the Frizzies, Dream Curls, and you guys have seen the Cantu that I use as well. So I'm just going to get started. I actually know what topic to talk about today. Have any ideas, Bobby? Today's carnival, guys, and I told my boyfriend he's not going. Everybody just wants to be half naked, breast, showing bum. Anyway, Angel Grace 360 unit, and it is about 26 inches. Before I do these reviews, I like to kind of give them a bit of a tester. I would say it had a little bit of shedding, which wasn't good. When I came home the first night, I did kind of like comb it, and lots of hair just came out, so I do think the hair sheds quite a little bit. But other than that, it was nice. It was easy to bleach. Check in the description bar, I'll leave Melissa Jade's information of how she died and etc, etc. Why can't I speak English today? English is not coming out, the right sound. Hi Bobby. You guys, my baby is in the room with me today. This is the first time I've filmed with someone in the room. I think I'm doing okay.
You got a little something on that brush.
What?
Some extra hair.
Oh, that's why you're my savior.
Yeah.
Oh. I know people always say like, oh Grace, you're just a grandma, da, da, da. I hear it all the time, but I just don't feel like what person that is in a relationship goes to carnival. Carnival is just bum, breast, your willy's out, and I told you that you probably turn left, you see somebody having sex in the corner. So obviously, floaters, everybody's doing down, what? If you're single, yeah, do you know what I mean? But I don't know about people in relationships. What are you doing there? What are you looking for? I don't see what people are looking for in carnival.
So if they shut carnival down, you'd be cool.
What has it done for me?
I mean, it's got purpose.
I feel like it's just a Jamaican thing.
Nah, man. Well, kind of.
It is.
Kind of.
Cause that's what you lot do. You just like to be naked.
You lot?
Yeah.
Alright. I like to be naked. Alright. I see where this is going.
Are you on the menu?
All the way to Luton.
Trust me, it didn't last long. As soon as it got hot, everything just sweated off. When I got other wigs, boy. Boy! This is my Remington wand. I want to sort of straighten it and then curl it towards the end. Why'd you have to go? Why must you go?
I didn't. Do I seem like I'm pressed?
No.
So then why are you pressing?
I'm not pressing, I'm just
press
asking.
your hair, baby. It looks good. Jeez.
Nah, get out.
It is shining.
Get out.
Look at that chocolate. Look at all that chocolate.
Don't bribe me.
Look at that. Look at all of that. Love you.
Oh.
Oh.
Button.
Sorry if I'm quiet.
I feel like the hair is quite light. That's one thing I really like about this unit. It's light, it's airy, hardly any hair on the wig. Like sometimes those kind of wigs is quite easy to just use, just put it on your head and be going. And you don't really want a heavy wig sometimes. You just want it to be a bit light. You know, a bit light. So yeah. As I'm curling as well, it's holding the curl pretty well as well. The curls are actually staying in quite nice. I met he sent me a DM and we've been talking ever since. Even slept over at his place once and we're still cool. Everything has been alright between us. He respects me, is very attractive, listens to me, and we even have great sex. So I'm in a very happy place right now. Only thing is, I don't know what we are. Oh Jesus, he's not seen anyone else. We haven't defined whatever it is that's going on between us, and I have never asked him because I'm scared it might ruin things between us. But at the same time, I feel like it shouldn't be an issue. If he really does care about me still, I feel very comfortable with the vibe I'm catching, and I feel like I should just go with the flow and not raise any unnecessary tension. Like you're sort of I feel like you're sort of like selling yourself short. I think when you go into, I feel like as I've gotten older, I've realized that the more you tell somebody what it is that you want, the easier things will be. Because by the sounds of it, it's like you sort of have caught feelings already, but you're kind of lying to yourself that you haven't caught feelings. You might ask him the question and he's going to tell you, I'm not really on it. I'm not really on it. And you're going to be looking left and right because you're confused. The biggest failure in relationships, I think, is not being able to communicate what the two parties want out of the relationship. You know, I don't like to judge. I'm not Jesus Christ. There's a lot of things I don't agree with, but I don't say it out because I don't want people to think that I'm, you know, just talking about a specific group. Like, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that. Everybody shouldn't be doing anything, to be honest with you. Okay. It said in the Bible we should not be doing it until marriage. But because everybody has grown wings and they're doing whatever they feel like doing, they just, you know, we just ignore it. But my thing is, don't sell yourself short. If you want to know where things are going, you're not going to know unless you ask the question. If you don't ask the question, you're not going to know. Your conscience is telling you, your conscience will be telling you, like, we're scared to hear the truth of it. And nobody really wants, you know, if you like someone, nobody really wants to just have somebody they can just sleep with, because which woman really wants that? I don't know. Unless you're like 70 years old and you're just sort of trying to, you know, go be a cougar and enjoy your life. That's the only way I can sort of imagine it. But everybody wants to be loved and everybody wants to be with somebody. Even women older than that, you're 60. Everybody wants to be loved, you know. But yeah, I don't see how that's gonna work. I would say if I was your friend, I would tell you to ask him, because before you know it, you're going to catch feelings, and before you know it, you're sort of giving yourself... I believe that when you sleep with someone, like, you spiritually connect something within yourself in them. So somebody, you sleep with them, and I feel like spiritually you leave a part of yourself with them. You might say, and there's a lot of people that are just nonsense, like you just sleep with somebody and it's like all of a sudden you just start doing... I was listening to somebody preaching the other day and I was like, you're true, you're actually really true. You sleep with somebody and next minute anger, next minute you are stealing, next minute you lost your job. There's some people here that are witches and wizards. I don't care, they're actually witches and wizards. So you sleeping with somebody, you're thinking, oh, I'm just doing enjoyment, not knowing that you are just living in bondage.
What?
Okay, so let me read it. So she said, so I feel like I'm in a situationship and I have a question. I met this guy via Instagram. He sent me a DM and we've been talking ever since. Even slept over at his place once and we're still cool. Everything is alright between us. He respects me, is very attractive, listens to me, and we have great sex. So I'm in a very happy place with him. Only thing is, I don't know what we are. Even though he told me he's not seeing anyone else, we haven't defined whatever it is that is going on. I just feel like when stuff like this happens, that girl is going to cry.
You think so?
Yeah, 100%. In my experience, the girl is always going to cry because a guy that wants you will already wife you and he would already tell you or have some sort of conversation with you that A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
I mean, I agree to some degree that is true.
Should I finish that? Wait, let me hold on. And I have never asked him because I'm scared it might ruin things between us. But at the same time, I feel like it shouldn't be an issue if he really doesn't care about me. Still, I feel very comfortable with the vibe. You really do care about it because then you wouldn't be asking the question. So you do care. Stop lying, okay? It's okay. It's okay. I understand. I'm vibing. I don't have to see you to know what you mean. This situation reminds me of somebody. That's why. It reminds me of someone. With me, I'm very like... my chest is high. Like if there's a situation going on with someone and they're not saying it to me, I'm not gonna say it to you. So both of us, let's just be looking at each other. But the day that maybe something does happen and then somebody asks you like, bro, like that person, like what's going on with that? And the person's there. If you watch their reaction, you will know that the person doesn't have intentions, or maybe not even intentions. He just probably either A, he can't deal with you. B, he ain't looking for any type of relationship, or C, he's just bored. So he's just got one to... maybe you're giving him free vagina, you're giving him free everything. So he's just thinking, raw, like it's free, everything is free. Sometimes people portray and act. People are fake.
There's a point, yeah, always a point in which you turn off to something you thought. There's a moment you thought, I saw something, but you let it slide.
You let it slide.
One, if you know you've had that moment, my G, you know, my sister, you know. That moment. If you felt that moment, I wouldn't even second guess it. You ain't felt that moment with me.
Yeah, but there's sometimes...
you can be wrong.
Sometimes you could be wrong. Like sometimes there's something that somebody else has done that has triggered you to think that this new person is... do you know what I mean? Doing the same thing, but it might not necessarily be the same thing. It might just be a memory.
True.
Do you know what I mean?
True.
So it's like you can't really tell. Sometimes we know there's some girls that they know that their man is dog shit and they still stay there. That we get those. I'm not talking about them, but sometimes people are. I mean, guys, they create like a storyline for you. They create some nice, delicious, romantic story of how things are or how things are going to be. And then you thinking, oh, Prince Charming, nice, you know, here he is, he's the best, and then he ends up being dog shit. So the moral of the story is, I think you should definitely ask him if he's, you know, on you or not. Don't just keep giving him the vagina for free because it's kind of wrong in a sense. It's weird because it's like, I want everybody to live their best life, but at the same time, I kind of just feel like it would be wrong for me to kind of be telling you that it's okay to do when I don't think morally it's right. I just think you should ask him how he feels about it. Ask him if he's on a relationship with you, and if he's not in a relationship with you, I don't think that you should sort of just like accept that type of person. Like, oh, he doesn't really want nothing to do with you, but he wants something to do with your vagina. Okay,
I think it's a good time for them to set boundaries. That's a perfect time when you know you're into somebody. You may have done a few things,
yeah,
and now it's like developing. It's a perfect time to have that transparent conversation.
I agree. Sometimes put your foot down. Stop doing all that shy business, man. When you start getting into a relationship that you like, you have to speak about. You have to tell them what it is that you want. Whether you want marriage, whether you want this, whether you want that, whether you want relationship, whether you want to be with babe for ages, or you just want to be here for the midnight. You got to let the person know. You don't just start doing jiggy and then expect everybody to read your brain. It doesn't work like that. But anyway, thank you, Angel Grace, for this wig review. I appreciate you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. God bless. Don't get pregnant.